Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Thank everybody that has showed up in Plymouth. This is just the start of the parade route. It stretches all the way through town, and folks are all lining the route in this weather, ready to celebrate just what is going to be a fantastic morning.
And if this is your first time joining us here in person or on television, you are in for a treat today. This parade is one of the nation's only historically accurate chronological parades, and it actually always has a theme within it.
And Ollie, don't you talk about Rockin' Fest here. A welcome float right here.
America's hometown Thanksgiving celebration is celebrating 30 years. It really is the overseeing organization that honors America giving thanks through the years. Our theme this year is the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution, for the cause of liberty, as Pilgrim Mother and her son escort the float, welcoming all to Plymouth, Massachusetts.
And Ollie, as we welcome everyone on in, can you talk to us a little bit about what goes on in making these floats year after year?
I don't know, I wake up at 3 in the morning. But we're just trying to demonstrate what it's like. It's all local people, local volunteers, which makes this event very special. The only professionals here is you two guys.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as calling us professional.
A lot of this early hour.
Okay, and look at, we have our first band making their way down to the grandstand area.
This is Plymouth's home, United North and South.
North and South. So under the direction of Bonnie Holmes and assisted by Alex Berger and Corlin Drew, the Plymouth Combined High Schools Marching Band includes students from 2 middle schools and 2 high schools. By the way, they're going to be performing at Fenway Park for Plymouth North versus Plymouth South football game on November 26th. They are playing Havana, arranged by Matt Conaway as they pass the reviewing stand. Let's listen in.
Well done!
Giving Camila Cabello a run for her money. That was an even better rendition of Havana. Great job, Plymouth North and South.
Think about this. I mean, it's hard enough to be able to perform in a marching band. But imagine trying to have to do it in the pouring rain.
I know.
The instruments and the drums and everything is involved in that, and they pull it off. And that, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, is the first of about 20 bands you have for this parade, correct?
It's gonna be, yeah, it's been filled with music. Awesome. It's all about music. I think it makes our hearts happy.
It's great. I mean,
Despite the rain.
And Ollie, tell them about the high school bands that are doing.
Yeah, a lot of high school bands here just anxious to be a part of America's hometown, and we're glad to host all of them and see what they have.
And this is the State Police Mounted Unit we have here, riding are representatives of the State Police Mounted Unit, first formed by Governor Andrew in 1865, and is today an agency of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Executive Office of Public Safety and Security. And you know, anytime we see horses on the parade route, we know following are the pooper scoopers.
Can we get a big round of applause for the pooper scoopers out there? That is the Plymouth County Farm Casting 4-Hers from Block Farm.
And Sam Adams was a pooper scooper in Boston. That's how he got his started.
And that's why he needed a beer. That's why he started his company. He goes, I need something to drink.
That's good service though on it too.
Here we have the 3-2 float. This is one of the first floats we always see in the parade every year, and it really is a nod to the original inhabitants of this land. The We-2 float was created to replicate the coastal dwellings of the early Wampanoag tribes.
Actually have a 12th generation direct descendant as Governor William Bradford walking here in the parade.
And that is David Bradford,
That's right.
board member of the Plymouth Rock Foundation and former Governor General of the Delaware Mayflower descendants.
Exactly. Well, those Mayflower descendants, we're going to hear more about them too.
Yeah, they're a big part of this parade. Think about it, chronologically through their own family history, what it means to take part in this parade. It's 1/20th the size of the Mayflower 2. Every detail of the original ship was considered and depicted in this replica. The Mayflower 2, maintained by Plymouth Pawtuxet Museum, has just undergone an extensive journey.
Well, they made this journey because of their faith and their desire to set up a commonwealth in one way where they could have freedom, religious freedom, to live out that faith. And so they went through that. And of course, we now have the New Plymouth Guard here, very close in time period. They reenact this on a regular basis to give us an idea of what it was like, because they set up their own militia. Every man was a soldier to protect his family if needed.
And for you astute people at home, you're noticing that Plymouth is spelled with an I there and not a Y. In the old-fashioned way, Governor William Bradford, there were no rules for spelling in the 17th century, so it was often done phonetically. And they decided, hey, if I could have used that in school, I would have been in an honor society.
That's right.
Make your own rules.
Listen, 17th century, it would have been a good time.
Right. And this Highland Light pipe band is again one of those iconic creatures in that parade, because the historic reenactors, they take it down to their very uniform. You're not going to see it all today because it'll be covered by ponchos.
But this reenactors, it's really great. They preserve history, they promote education, they're really dedicated to their craft. So if you ever get a chance to meet one of them, that I believe was a musket?
That's right. That's right.
That's just to let you know they're in town and they're in business.
That's just right. And of course, when you see these pipe bands, the pipe, the drum, those were all symbolic. The drums are discipline, the pipes were liberty, the song of liberty. So that was huge. And look at these huge puppets. Ollie?
No.
Not yet?
Not yet. Yeah.
There they are. Oh, last year I think only one of the puppets was able to make it because of the rain. We've got both of them this year. They just made their debut in 2023, correct, Ollie?
They did, yeah. That was a 1 o'clock thing.
It's interesting, quickly getting back to the bagpipes there, the band named, of course, for the Cape Cod Lighthouse.
Yep.
Highland Light, it's the oldest one down on the Cape, and it was originally authorized by George Washington in 1797.
That's right.
I don't know what it is about the pipes, but they stir something deep down inside.
Yeah.
They really do. They evoke a lot of emotion.
Out of Scotland. Look at it.
All right, the first Thanksgiving. It's almost time for dinner, everybody. This float depicts a snapshot in the history where pilgrims and Native Americans came together for a 3-day harvest festival. Several pilgrims walk around this big town. In that first harvest festival, about 140 gathered. And we kind of guess historically, probably around October, until they won't be
They were all on it, they learn it at school, but now they're living it out with the parade, so it's kind of a great combination.
Yeah, it's really amazing to see this out here. I'd like to give a shout out to our friend Kat, who's on that float. She came up to me and Doug before the parade and just said what a big fan she was of the eye opener. So shout out to all the pilgrims.
I found this incredibly interesting that Thanksgiving is also celebrated in Canada, St. Lucia, and Liberia, although it's in different times of the year for different reasons.
Well, many cultures had a festival and gave thanks.
Okay, up next we have the New York Skyliners. The Golden Skyliners. They are a competitive all-age group. They're nostalgic, they're entertaining, they're crowd-pleasing. They're playing Manhattan Towers as they go by the reviewing stand.
It is pretty remarkable that they travel from all over to take part in what is really a historical event here in Plymouth. And every year, the town of Plymouth rolls out the red carpet, not only to everybody involved, but my goodness, as a member of the CBB team, it is remarkable. Dramatically.
Exactly.
All right, we also have next the ancient and honorable artillery.
We love the flag! We love the
This is the oldest military organization in the Western Hemisphere, and it's located right in Boston.
Hey, we know you.
1746, the third oldest military organization in the world. Only after the Swiss Guard and the Honorable Artillery Company of London. So they are in good morning. If I'm not mistaken, it was the second place next to Philadelphia, where it was read in public.
July 8th.
It was right there in Faneuil Hall.
Exactly. Yep. And we're coming up to the 250th of the Declaration, you know.
It's coming up, big one, 250. Those are some serious uniforms. Oh,
Look at these old Colony Model T cars we have rolling through.
oh, the Tin Lizard. 15 million of them sold, the most in history. Until 1972, until which car took over for the most sold? 1972. Holly, you know.
Volkswagen.
You got it.
Yeah.
Volkswagen. Look at that.
I didn't know there would be a time.
You know, in 1972, Holly remembers his W. These things are pretty awesome. They really changed cars.
I know who did your bug for a while.
I think you
My brother had to move the seat backs.
My brother had one painted in Starsky and Hutch. It was a VW. That was a hot looking ride. I don't know.
This is a special float.
Yeah, I'll tell him why.
Well, a woman that started with me long time ago, our first administrator, Phyllis Bailey Anderson. But her family came out like 18 years ago, and they're the ones who built this cornucopia. But the daughter is back now, and 18 years later, they've grown 6 children. We have Jacob, Lauren, Catherine, Eva, William, Charles, George, and Jacqueline, all the way from Monroe, Iowa, here to honor their grandma, as we honor her as well.
Yeah, that.
Welcome back to Plymouth, Massachusetts, and America's hometown celebration Thanksgiving parade, everybody.
Good morning, I'm Antoinette Antonio, along with Dutchman, Parade Director Ollie DiMacedo, and Dr. Paul Jaley, giving us the historical flavor of everything we are seeing today. Right now, we would like to introduce our next performance. This is the Middlesex County Volunteers, the fife and drums representing 1775 to 1783 of the American Revolution. They attempt to reenact those traditional repertoires of the regimental fife and drum corps during the American War for Independence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Middlesex County Volunteers. All right, round of applause for the Middlesex County Volunteers. Great performance.
That fife is not easy to play.
Not only is it
rain.
weather and it's cold, yeah. And the detail in these uniforms, and they take a lot of pride in making sure that they are historically accurate. It really is important. That's right. All right, coming up right behind the Middlesex County Volunteers, the Harmon's Company of Snowshoemen from 1745 to 1776. And it is what it sounds like. Snowshoemen.
Early 1700s, all the frontier towns had to have these instant ways to go.
And they were what they were doing in the goods and the frontier back then.
This is the Old Colony Club, 1769. First men's club here in America of Forefathers Day. And we get up at 6 in the morning and fire a cannon 3 times over Plymouth Rock.
So explain to our viewers what Forefathers Day is.
That's the day the Pilgrims stepped on Plymouth Rock. Initially December 11, but the calendar changed by 10 days. So we celebrated December 21. We wake everybody up before Christmas.
That sound, the cannon sound.
You got it. So Old Colony Club.
And why is it important to keep that alive today? Is it just, I mean, it seems as though, you know, you can just do anything, but bringing it to life is
It is. It's important because you experience it, you then can pass it to your children and grandchildren. You don't usually pass things just from Google down to your children and grandchildren. It has to be done personally. And that's the best way to describe it and have them participate.
Is there a significance of the color of the scarves they're wearing?
Not necessarily. I think the
Okay.
key is that usually we have top hats. You'll see it's Victorian because it's really Yep, we do that every year.
The old-timey theater.
Yep.
How do we respond? Huzzah or what? Yeah.
No, we do the same thing. Hip, hip, hooray.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
hip, hip,
Come on,
hooray.
do it.
I love that. Oh, and let me tell you something. The Hobby Wagon in Clydesdale,
Oh, yeah.
the Clydesdales, if you've never seen them in person, are absolutely majestic.
Yes,
The horse
right.
originated in Scotland, introduced to the United States in 1879. These things can weigh more than 2,200 pounds. And 6 feet tall. In the horse world, that's 18 hands.
That's right.
Now, I don't know how to
Measured
do
by
that
hand.
because everybody's got different size hands.
That's right.
I mean, if you think about it.
That's right. That's right. That's why the kings used to measure it by their own cubit. So it was the king's cubit. Don't here in America, we can use self-government, so you can use your own cubit.
All right, let's introduce our next high school band. This is the Attleboro High School Balloon Pride under the direction of Katie McCarthy. This is the largest marching band Attleboro has had in the last 10 years. They've got 65 students. They are playing Zoot Suit Riot as they make their way by the grandstand.
Oh, that's how you bring it. Yeah. Attleboro. You know, you would have thought that was a lot bigger of a band. The sound coming from those high school kids, absolutely remarkable. And the energy.
Yes.
So much energy. Shout out to the color guard too. It's hard in the rain.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Those flags.
They're enjoying themselves. They're bringing Sweet Caroline right down the old parade road here. I bet you they don't feel this weather. They're just out 10 miles. They're having some fun. That is so great.
That's great. And you know what? We're having a moment like we got William Laws and Paul. You don't know that there were many riders who were learning countryside. Look at Paul.
By the way, Dawes was an agent and auditor.
That's right.
At the time. And also, part of his job in the Midnight Ride was to warn John Hancock and Sam Adams of their impending arrest.
Yes, because we were going to take it back to England.
And if you ever visit the area, did you know that there's a place called Dawes Island? It's in Cambridge. There's an island, a traffic island in Harvard Square that commemorates his ride, and it has his name, and it has horseshoe footprints right there in Harvard Square.
Awesome. And the thing is,
Dawes Island.
so they didn't shop the British. It was the regulars. They were all British. That's right.
Yeah, they're all British.
So they did it that way. And the point is, and you know, there was a 9-year-old African American, Abel Benson, who also rode all the way out to Sudbury.
9 years old.
9 years old.
9 years old.
And so there were many riders. Now here you're going to see this militia, and notice the British are coming right behind the militia.
Yes.
The regulars.
Yeah, we got the regulars, and you know what? We're going to have to. We got to pause and watch what's going on.
Oh, there a skirmish is about to happen.
Oh, boy.
So we do want to let the audience know that there will be gunfire heard during this skirmish. And also, you want to make sure you remain behind the barriers if you can.
It is a reenactment, so let's watch.
Right about face. Units to the rear. Form a skirmish line. Hold your fire off. Shoulder, fire off. Disperse. Lay down your arms and return to your home. Stand your ground. Do not fire unless fired upon. But if they mean to have a war, let it begin here. Lay down your arms! Disperse! Company! Fix! Bayonet! Steady, steady, boys! Steady! Stand your ground! Company! Shoulder! March! Stand your ground, boys. Company! Charge your bayonets! Listen! Quick! March! Take down! Steady, boys! Steady! Stand grenade! Freeze and fire! Hold your fire! Full time! Take ready! Take aim! Fire! Fire at will! All right, boys. Hurry up, hurry up. Company, set grenade! Freeze and fire! Shoulder your firearms! Company, charge your bayonets! To the front, quick, march! Wait! Yield the field! Fall back! Fall back! Breath! Watch your breath.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Plymouth
amazing part of
Militia and the 64th Regiment.
Most people are unaware that most people got shot in the back, leaving the room.
What's also remarkable too is, you heard the call to fire at will. That is not a rapid firing at will, because they were single shot, and in given today's weather, which many times they would have had back in the day, the guns would have been wet, the gunpowder might have been wet, it may not have been able to fire at will at the time. And even though we were in the States, we hadn't declared our independence yet, these were countrymen fighting fellow countrymen at the time. Right.
And they deposed every one of them to find out who fired first. They deposed every one of them. And Captain Parker there from Lexington died of leukemia, died in September. And here we have Bunker Hill, I believe.
Hey, these guys, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you? They're Boston Sand and Gravel guys. And they're right next door. Yeah, right across the highway there.
Oh, yeah. And of course, Bunker Hill, you have the same thing you're going to hear him say. Colonel Prescott up there.
Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes.
That's right.
And the battle was on Breed's Hill.
That's right.
It wasn't so much on Bunker Hill.
No, because they wanted to get it closer and stop them before they got on the island. Because they had to have a place to retreat. Remember, there's a small neck of land in Boston. So the only way they could get out, and if it hadn't been for Peter Salem that we have on that float, young African-American soldier who killed one of the British generals, it allowed us to retreat, or the war would have ended right there.
Okay, coming up behind, you can hear them right now marching in His Majesty's 1st Regiment Foot Guard. The Foot Guard is recreated British regiment of the American War for Independence. And they portray the English Royal Brigade who arrived in 1776 and, of course, at the time served their king through the conflict and returned home in 1783.
And further here, you have all three branches, Army, Navy, and Marine. And General Washington inspired the qualities that Washington brought to America and the original flag.
This is also
first 6 cruisers is the private navy of George Washington. They paid for them themselves, and he took the abuse of heaven flag. And that was a very famous line at the time, honoring the military and the 250th anniversary. The Sons of the American Revolution.
A National Society of the Sons of American Revolution, a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization dedicated to promoting patriotism and preserving American history and teaching American history to future generations. And this really brings the past to the current day.
That's exactly right.
All right, coming up next, we have another high school band. This is the Abington High School Band. Under the direction of Timothy Leonelli, the Abington Marching Band, are the reigning U.S. Band A Group 1 Massachusetts State Champions with back-to-back titles. They are comprised of talented dance and music students, grades 8 through 12. The band is known as an absolute powerhouse in the stands and on the field. They will be playing a crowd favorite, Crazy Train. Let's hear it for the Abington High School Band.
Looking good, kids. Looking great. I'm loving the fact also, Ollie, you were able to pull in so many different old, ancient, speaking of old and ancient cars. Another Model 3 team coming through, but if I'm not mistaken, is that one of the original station wagons at the time back there? Old Colony Model 3 car. We have something affordable car for the middle class, and that helped rise
That's
the
right.
middle class was their ability to get around, because the automobile originally, oh yes, hello to you too. The automobile was originally only for the rich, and the
Right.
Model T was able to provide the middle class the a way to get around.
Oh, you have the turkey in the wild.
Now, this is not like the turkey you have.
Well,
At Thanksgiving.
You'd have to catch it first, Dad.
Was there turkey at the first thing?
Yeah, those. Yep. They would have. It was with wild venison.
probably not deep fried.
No. You'd have to catch it. It could run 25 miles an hour.
And by the way, these things are
Carve the float just like you carved the turkey.
No.
No.
But the head turns.
Yeah, that does. It's a fun float. Now, this is one of the traditional floats that reappears every year.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But Ollie, you have to reimagine this parade every single year, and you have to come up with new ideas and ways of celebrating anniversaries in our nation's history.
Yeah, well, obviously, Thanksgiving is an American tradition. It's our holiday, and for me, it started here in Plymouth, Mass. And so it's always great to just bring it alive for the whole country to see different things. Right here for successful right here in Plymouth, Mass. So this country is very emblematic of American Thanksgiving.
Here we have the North Star Alumni Corps. The Alumni Drum and Bugle Corps is a continuation of the North Star Junior Drum and Bugle Corps. The Junior Corps was competitive in the 1970s and 80s. It was a merger of several drum and bugle corps from the North Shore of Boston. These guys, they are crowd pleasing, they are fun for the members and for the audience, and they are going to play a song that we are all familiar with, Shipping Up to Boston by the Dropkick Murphys. North Star Alumni Corps, take it away.
one, that north house, but then also at the top of Ivy Street Hall. Yes. And so they've been great support. And it was that's where you got married back in those days, Doug, in the parlor.
In the parlor. Well, they had a lot of things that happened in the parlor, and yeah.
There was always a piano in the parlor too. You had to. That's where you performed. Show off your grandkids. Kids. But here we go. We still have some more. All these.
There were so many of them. They're still available.
I believe everyone in existence is here today.
Ollie's got some good ones coming.
Oh, marching down the street right now, Burlington High School, Red Devils. This is looking like a big one. Under the direction of Fabian Satelli and Timothy Kettner, the Burlington High School Red Devils. By the way, they took second place in a recent U.S. Band State Championship. They hosted their first ever U.S. Band competition on October 3rd, and their program has from 28 members to 78 in the past 2 years. So they heard about a good thing that was happening, and more people started to join. They're super honored. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Plymouth, Massachusetts, the Burlington High School Red Devil Marching Band. I'm going to be the one that has it. Oh, by the way, shout out to our floor director.
Yes.
Who recognized the fact that they had those wings. Those bats.
I saw her.
The monkeys.
She was very animated.
She was great on it. She was great on it. Those monkeys.
You know, this next float, you're dealing with the cranberries, you know, Ollie, and dealing with this, the cranberry, honoring of the cranberry growers. You know, the cranberry was one of those foods that was introduced by the natives. They call it the bitter berry, but it's a dye. But not only is it a dye, it's a medicine. So you realize all the pharmacy is growing in the house.
To heal wounds, they used it also to preserve the
Wow. It's old-fashioned cranberry scoops. So if
I
Parker's
just
back
take mine in steroids, that's all.
well, that's a big scoop right there. Well, you got to feed a lot of people, Ollie. You got to make sure you get those big scoops.
This is a float that's been around a while now, too. But you use it over and over again and keep changing it.
Well, you guys don't hear the other side of the story. Just before we started, I was out at Plymouth making sure everything got here.
Oh, is this the one that
This is the one.
that wanted to make sure? People, you have no idea behind the scenes. Oh God, what it takes to get this parade going.
We have so much more to come from America's hometown Thanksgiving celebration in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
That's from Lakeville. Ocean spray.
than it ever has in the New England Scholastic Band Association. Let's listen in.
That's awesome.
It is kind of interesting how, it had been moved, or that it had gone up to town and then gone back down.
Yep, exactly. It was started to be lifted up, it's broken half. And then,
So we had the crack before the Liberty Bell.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Are these the Hall Riders? Oh, this is
You gotta tell us.
100-year veteran, a good father, a good friend, and he served his country and community all these years. 100 years. We're proud to have him as our citizen of the year here in America.
Yeah,
70 years married.
unbelievable. The Golden Knights Alumni Corps, founded in 1991, and they're continuing the legacy of the Blessed Sacrament Golden Knights Cadet Junior Corps from 1946 to 1973, and carrying on the tradition of music selection, even wearing the same yellow and black uniform blouses first introduced in the 50s. Oh wow, look at that. We like that. Oh, the 1964 Chevrolet Malibu. That car came out the same year I did. Yeah, 1964. That's a beautiful car. We just love the back angle touch. That's born in Got a
Usually involved with this at the same time, and the amazing part of that is, of course, that was the white commander of an all-black regiment.
Right. And were they freemen at the time? Or these?
Yeah, many of them were, but also they just they were free in order to fight. And of course, that's the movie Glory. That's all about them as well.
He was the main Civil War civilian Wow. Oh, by the way, those are 32-inch cymbals that special guest Al DeSantis is playing. Big Al, as he's known, has performed in numerous Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades. My mother was especially looking forward to this group right here. Everett High School class of 1959. Oh, that's the year I was born. There you go. Look at that. They did a good job. The kids are really enjoying themselves and suffering with it. They're loving this.
Even in the rain, the performances have been amazing.
That's like a little competition, man. They want to do their best. I said, well, we're gonna build a replica. When I speak now, English language is. But anyway, we built it. We just like we want to thank because they did service. See that? It's a giant.
There's somebody driving this car right now. Yeah. Right through looking through the front door, Ollie.
You know that the cornerstone was made July 4th, 1873. And that's why when Father Joe was talking about this, he said, God bless America. 250th is coming up with Independence Day.
All righty, there's so much more to come from Plymouth. A quick break, and we'll return to America's hometown celebration, Thanksgiving Parade.
Welcome back to America's hometown Thanksgiving celebration, coming to you live from Plymouth, Massachusetts.
And stepping up into the performance area, the Hawthorne Caballeros. The Caballeros proudly representing the American Legion Post 99 of Hawthorne, New Jersey. Hometown of Debbie Harry, by the way. Lead singer of Blondie back in the day. They're appearing in the first Caballeros competition in Trenton, New Jersey back in 1947. Their repertoire and years of performance excellence. Let's listen in to a little Chuck Mangione, Land of Make-Believe. The Hawthorne Caballeros. just amazing that we can bring that sound in person. To feel it on television is one thing, but to feel it in person is another.
We can feel it literally pumping through our chests right now.
They'll be performing tonight at that Memorial Hall. So come and see them. It'll be great.
That's why they call it in your face, quote unquote.
In your face, we like that.
Represents all of them going down the street doing their thing. We love to be able to appreciate what they do, not just for us, but for many other nonprofits here. So they got their own train.
They're collecting donations.
Yes, they are to support our event. So you're out there listening, they even got the cute cards. They're all ready. Just trying to
And
raise
people
money.
can donate on USA Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they can as well. Yeah.
They didn't even get thorough dried underneath the American flag there. It's pretty good.
Now, here's the Antiquarian Society.
Yes.
We've got some old houses in Plymouth, and this is a unique one.
Yeah,
The Hedge House.
Down on, is this the one on Water? Oh no, that's not the one on Water Street. Different one.
It is the one on Water.
What is
Yeah.
it? 1924?
It is, yes.
Uh-huh.
All the foundations help us with this, and then we have the dance. This is the Great Gatsby, obviously. And,
1925, F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
mistaken.
Yep.
Great Gatsby.
That's right.
You're getting good.
And oh, by the way, Gatsby's girlfriend he was chasing at the time? So a woman by the name of Daisy Buchanan. Sound familiar? You know her? No, I know the bar. My Under Street used to be there.
So with that, we've got the center stage dancers here, making their way right over the WCC side. They are an outreach team for a Massachusetts nonprofit organization. They're committed to positively impacting the lives of people in the community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the center stage dancers. Are you ready?
Yes.
Great job!
Way to bring the energy. Who needs a cup of coffee? Not them. Wow.
Oh, wow. They did a great job. They enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, just a great performance, but also, their mission of gaining personal growth, helping the dancers do that, and giving back kindness, unity, and leadership.
Oh, he's one of those cars again.
That's my era. Mustang, 67
Mustang.
Mustang. That's a beautiful car. Just want to thank Jeff at Angels Touch, bringing all these really nice cars. This is where I grew up, dreaming about having. Oh yeah. It's wonderful. And everyone I think has had a Mustang. Of having a Mustang.
A little Hurst shifter, perhaps, on the floor there. All right, coming up next, the Framingham High School Marching Band, the Flyers, under the direction of Jared McFarland, Framingham Flyer Marching Band, proudly representing the city of Framingham, Massachusetts, with a focus on energy, spirit, and musical excellence. By the way, having won or placed at various NESBA and US Band fall and winter events throughout the Northeast, As they get into place, the band has made regular appearances at Disney's Imagination Campus, as well as the community performances in the Metro West area. Let's listen in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Framingham High School Marching Band, aka the Flyers. Wow. Is it just me or are some of them hot dogging it out there?
Perro caliente.
Ah, yeah. Ollie liked that one, didn't you?
Yeah, really good.
Not just playing the instruments though, they've got some dance moves.
Yeah. Bringing the rhythm, absolutely loving it. Oh, hey, listen. Got a little one of these.
This is our friend who's coming the last minute. Mine is across the street with the village there, with the holiday village. But we brought this one in. That's a big tractor. Look at that. That's a ball, yeah.
Right. You know, most of us, you know, they're just self-employed workers that are out there, and boy, happy Thanksgiving. The happy Thanksgiving isn't happy without the hard work of our local farmers.
You got that right. You got it right. And boy, that's the key. The key is really to help those farmers to be as self-governed and productive as possible.
Absolutely. Marching in now, members representing the 82nd Airborne of World War II. These reenactors remind us that the airborne warfare was about not just the bravery, but their ability to literally turn chaos into color. The 82nd and the 104th Airborne Division, they were showed up, served their country for free.
And history tells us that that's why they were successful, because it was that way. They never ever expected. And because they couldn't do anything to Germans unless Hitler approved, they were able to do that.
There we have the 215th
That's it.
Army Band. They've been part of the parade for years
A
already.
long time. They're very loyal to us. And we appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Second oldest in the country, by the way. The unit is under the
right.
commander of Chief Warrant Officer Stephen Martins and enlisted band leader First Sergeant Colleen Cole. 115th Army Band is stationed down the Fall River. 37 members. The band is honored to be back here in Plymouth. Welcome.
And here we have Battleship Post. Next, dedicated to honoring the veterans who have defended our liberty. Battleship Post is the memorial of the USS Massachusetts. She is docked in Fall River and
By the way, did you know that there are 8 USS Massachusetts? The one that is currently active is a Virginia-class nuclear submarine. Wow. And I didn't even have to look at my notes for that, Ollie. I was looking at you the whole time.
I think you're really starting to enjoy this job.
It's a fun day.
That's good. And here's one of those Jeeps. That U.S. Marine Jeep. I tell you, the Jeep has been what a workhorse.
much more to come from America's Hometown Thanksgiving celebration. We're back in just a moment with much more live from Plymouth, Massachusetts.
This is how I always. Oh my God! Happy Thanksgiving, guys. How are you? I love your hat. I need that hat. Oh my God! How are you guys?
We want to thank, of course, Commander Dennis Russell helping inspire this salute to our veterans today and the amazing work that they do for our service members and our returning vets. Oh, hello.
Oh, Catalina.
Yeah. I mean, Ollie, this is like being in high school again.
Yes.
I mean, everything going right down the street.
Listen, we're so appreciative of Angel bringing these cars in because for me, it's my time. It's my I grew up with these things. Of course, I could never afford any of these things.
Well, no, I mean,
but
the
it
ones
was
we couldn't
so
afford
nice.
had the rusted floors and whatnot.
But the nostalgia about it, it means something. I remember things and times in high school, who had one, who didn't have one, who's put one together in their backyard. So these cars are...
And here's the Muppets. So here's
Cookie Monsters.
Yes. Look at that.
So we're actually celebrating the Muppets' 70th anniversary here.
Yes, they are.
This is one of those new floats you brought on board for this year, right?
Yes, this is the Muppets, we wanted to, Jim Hansen, I think every young child needs those 70s they're all...
Elmo Kermit.
That's Miss Piggy!
Oh, by the way,
Piggy.
her shoes going up for auction. At an auction for some of the memorabilia from the Muppets. Miss Piggy's shoes are expected to go for about $9 grand. You know, they're a lot taller in person.
the amazing thing about it is Jim Henson's the idea of entrepreneur and what he did. Ollie, that's part of our whole economy.
Exactly. Speaking of entrepreneurs, look at this, Miss Piggy.
And think about what fun he generationally learned from the Muppets. About the impact that this franchise had
Good,
on
because this is getting the children involved now.
Yeah.
But we still got the United States Air Force here.
the Holiday Village and Market, sponsored by the U.S. Air Force, I believe, coming up right now.
That's right.
Is this the
Yes.
We have a 319 Their mission is to inspire, engage, and recruit the next generation of airmen and guardians.
Yes, they're right across the street. The Holiday Village is great. All kinds of things to control.
I was 7th grade. It's a really remarkable.
You were in 7th grade?
For a brief time. Well, actually, a little bit longer than most. But I digress. The Civil Air Patrol is all volunteer program whose mission is to continue an 80-year tradition of emergency service to Americans for aerospace education and cadet programs. And they were very instrumental. I don't know if they're still doing it in search and rescue.
That's right.
Programs.
That's right.
And they've been this group has been quite actively in the wake of Hurricane Milton's devastation down in Florida. So, and the things that you learn as a young, even as like middle school when I was in it. Overnight you can't miss the cold very quickly.
We're celebrating a big anniversary here coming up next, the 50th.
Oh, listen.
Wait a minute. We're shifting to the summer. Martha's Vineyard.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, there it is.
Watch this. Yeah! I think we're gonna need a bigger float. Oh, Ollie, I've seen this in person, up close in person. The work that went into this float
It is amazing. A lot of work, but it's there you go, chopping at it. Yeah, that's
So that's a replica of the Orca?
yeah, the orca, the time
Oh, there it is.
lapse of them building the ship.
Oh, wow.
And he's going after the boat. Look at that, huh?
I love the animation. And by the way, that boat, the Orca, built to scale. Yes. Wow. Okay, everybody out of the water. Stunning. All right, what do we got here? Top Turkey fundraiser.
Tell us about that. What's it all about?
Yeah, the churches invite businesses to shop and it helps fund our events. We thank all the people that help us. The market down at Pine Hills.
Yeah, it's the market down in Pine Hills, so we really appreciate their help every year.
Here's the Coast Guard out of Boston.
Is that the Coast Guard or the Mass Maritime?
I believe this is the Mass
This is
Maritime.
Mass Maritime.
Yes.
and I might say Mass Maritime has helped us every year through honors. They do a tremendous thing. Great bunch of kids, and it's a great school, great institution, and I guess you're guaranteed a job when you leave there.
Oh, you're pretty good paying one, isn't that?
Yes,
You know,
yes.
you have two cert. You either go to school for deck, which is the navigational aspect of the maritime industry, or your engine. So you learn what's happening downstairs. So you can come out of there with a different degree.
Here's the Mass Maritime Band.
Way to go, Mass Maritime Marching Band. And just a big shout out, not only to the band themselves, but the folks that have showed up to this parade route. But watch it in person, and the smiles, and folks are having a great time. We want to thank everybody.
How heavy is that flag right now?
Probably heavier than we anticipated.
These cadets are wonderful. They do a lot for us, and we really appreciate them.
Bartlett Consolidated.
Here they come.
American flag coming through.
Yes.
And this is when, Ollie, we demonstrate patriotism as well, because you're going to see these phenomenal amount of red, white, and blue come into the sky. Even in blue.
Yes. It's going to rain red, white,
It's
and
going
blue.
to rain red, white, and blue.
Here it is.
Phenomenal. Yep.
Shout out to the Mass Maritime Honor Guard carrying the flag. There it is.
Wow! There's the money shot. Look at that. Red, white, blue. Gotta love it. And a special shout out to whoever has to clean that up.
It's biodegradable.
Oh, okay.
Of
Important
course.
point. Very
For the
important point.
environment.
Absolutely. Go
Look at that.
Not litter here at America's hometown.
Oh, wow. That's the kind of snowstorm I want right there. That is easy to shovel. And members of the Mass Maritime Honor Guard carrying that flag. Thanks to them and those students. And, you know, this weather for these students is really not that big. That's like a ragtop.
Yeah, this is great. These
Little
are all friends of Angel Touch, and they do such a wonderful job restoring these things.
Oh, nice little run out on Sandy Neck on those. Summertime on Cape Cod. That's good stuff right
Ah,
there.
we got some of the crew making their way through.
Was that Anna Maria coming back from the start of the parade? I mean, they're looking for the ride home.
They're right in front of the cavalry, too.
Yes.
All right.
The Brazilian cavalry, by the way. Oh, this is a great group. seeing them every year.
Kev, I'll take this
they
thing
are
over
here
that
to
end.
honor the spirit of the Brazilian horsemen, the many breeds, and the majestic Manga Larga Marchador.
See,
Yes. These people travel a long way to be in this parade. They love it.
all the way from Brazil?
No, not from Brazil.
Oh, okay, all right.
But they're Brazilian
Still
still
nonetheless.
They love their heritage,
That is,
but they love America.
Yes,
and there's
they
a unity between
Yes,
the
they
two.
do.
It's really
Yes.
phenomenal.
Another country, by the way, that does celebrate Thanksgiving.
That's correct.
Brazil.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, there's the Brazilian horses, and we will continue. Much more to come from Plymouth, Massachusetts, and America's hometown Thanksgiving parade. Cue the band. And welcome back to Plymouth, Massachusetts, America's hometown Thanksgiving parade. What a morning it's been here in Plymouth.
We are not letting wait. We have another great performance.
Boston, Massachusetts. And you've been around for 85 years. This is the first time they won the world champion. Wow. So it's quite an honor, and we're honored today with the folk behind it. You'll see some of the people that were involved in that in Minneapolis this past summer. And it's a great tradition that Boston Crusaders have.
And you know, not enough people in Massachusetts even know about this history.
Oh no, of the drum and bugle corps. Yep. And it's so great that these organizations like this can keep that alive.
Exactly.
Produce it to...
It was a glue to the community.
Oh, it's totally got it.
No matter who you were, where you came from.
And a lot of them too were also church related. The same cast up in Stone. I've had a drum and bugle corps. My cousins were all in that back in the day. We traveled and watched them battle it out, battle it out.
That's amazing. Congratulations to the national champion.
Come on, let's hear it for the national champion.
Is this the Firebird?
Oh yeah, you remember that. So the Rocker Stars, yes.
This is what the driving school is. O's and Camaros. Let me tell you something. You want to learn how to drive?
Get behind one of those things.
Oh my God.
Angel for this Angel's touch.
And you know, Doug, you brought it up that faith brought community together. We're making the switch. Here's the Victorian Carolers. Same kind of thing, drew everybody to town green. You'd sing the hymns, the favorite hymns of Christmas, and that means the season's changing. And here on the waterfront, though, we're going to warmer weather. I heard the sun's about to come out.
Oh,
Is
is it indeed?
Oh, right.
Okay. You know, we're making, as you said, that transition.
Sure.
The holidays into Thanksgiving into Christmas, and of course, depending when you're watching this.
Enjoying it. That's Christmas morning. Of course, you always will hoping for a little rocking horse.
Ollie's toolbox. That is your toolbox.
That's right.
And you made that for one of your kids.
I did for my daughter, Catherine.
This horse you made for one of your daughters.
Yes. Well, yes.
I mean, after like that, how you gonna keep up with Christmas if you start pulling that thing out one year?
How old is she now?
Yeah, she's 20 years old.
I know, imagine that, huh?
Grown infant now. She's a grown woman.
Look at
Life
that.
so fast.
Well, you need that calm.
This next thing, though, you're gonna love this. What's coming next, you're gonna just totally love.
Okay, tell us about it.
Well, don't spoil it yet, though. Well, first of all, we wanted to thank Infinity.
Oh, here we
For
go.
bringing the marching band.
Band of all bands right here. The
Oh,
Big
we're
Band
so
Marching
grateful to
Band.
them. Here they come.
All right,
380
They just gave him the green light. Oh. And now they're running down the waterfront. Now, last year, we were unfortunately not able to have the UMass Marching Band. But this year, they return in full force,
Look at this, man.
ready to perform. And if you have never seen the UMass Marching Band perform, you are in for a treat.
This is the band of all bands. They are known for their drum corps style, nationally renowned percussion section. Let's listen in.
The UMass Marching Band. And you know what? They were literally ready in a minute.
Oh, they were.
The Minutemen.
That's right.
True to their name, 400 members of this band. That's just amazing.
Look at them. Oh, you got another one in you?
Oh, yes, they do.
Bring it. Tell you what an entrance for Santa Claus to come running down the honest to gosh. Well, yes, of course. A saintly man in his dressed up there, ready to go. That UMass band is remarkable, and what a way to lead in the big man, the jolly old elf himself, ready for another trip around the world.
You know what's what I love about this parade, all in all? It's just the transition from Thanksgiving to the holiday.
Yeah.
We say it all the time that there is no better
There
way
he is.
to
Check
get
him out.
And the
started.
history of it, the heritage of it, we want to keep alive. That's right. Here we go. Here we go.
Wait, no one said it would be snowing today.
He's bringing a little bit of his magic Christmas to Plymouth. The Christmas spirit and the magic of Christmas. Welcome on in. Here you go, kiddos. You better be on the nice list. Oh, look at that. Jaws wide open. Look at Let's see Santa. There he is. There he is. You gotta love that. Look at that.
Yes, we're having a white Christmas, everyone.
Oh my God, that is awesome. You wonder if Clement Moore had any idea when he wrote that poem in 1822 that it would become to this.
I would not.
A visit from St. Nicholas, and 'twas the night before Christmas. We gotta go, yeah, there you are. Merry Christmas.
Big shout out to everyone who showed up today in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
But it was, as the kids say, hashtag worth it.
Yes. Absolutely. Now, and I wonder how many people are local parade route. I bet there's a lot.
Yeah.
In America's hometown, Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy the holiday season. We'll see you next year. Ollie, Paul, great job.
Hey, awesome.
Great job.
on the water. Wait, is that an ocean?
Unless you're in the water.
Is that an ocean?
Was it alright, the battle?
Yeah, no, it was great.
You can't see it when you're in it. You have to...
Hi, Melody Roddy from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.